make this Spider-Man hanging, these are the materials that we need. So firstly, we are going to make the head of the Spider-Man. So for that, we are going to take our red yarn and we are going to make a magic ring and then chain 1. Now into this magic ring, we are going to make a total of 6 single crochets into this magic ring. So once you are done, just pull the smaller string to close. Now just look for the very first single crochet and just make your slip stitch. Now just chain 1 to start with round 2. In this round, we are simply going to make increases. So into the same stitch, this one, we are going to make 2 single crochets. So like this, we are going to do the same thing in all of the 6 stitches. So by the end of this round, we are going to have a total of 12 single crochets. So once you are done with your 12 single crochets, now just simply make your slip stitch into the first stitch and then again chain 1 to start with round 3. Now just make 1 single crochet into the first stitch. Now we'll make increase into the next stitch. That means 2 single crochet into the next stitch like this. So again follow this pattern, 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet. So like this, you are going to make a total of 18 single crochets by the end. So once you have it, just simply make your slip stitch into the first stitch. Now chain 1 to start with round 4. So for this round, we are going to make 1 single crochet, then again 1 single crochet into the first 2 stitches. Then we are going to make 1 increase into the third stitch. That means 2 single crochet into the same stitch like this. So this will be the pattern for your round 4. So just follow it 6 times and you will have a total of 24 single crochets for your round 4. So complete this round like this. Now just make your slip stitch into the first stitch and then again you have to chain 1 to start with round 5. So for round 5, into the first 3 stitches you have to simply make single crochets like this. Now into the 4th stitch you will make increase. That means 2 single crochet into the same stitch. So this will be the pattern for your round 5. So just follow it for the following stitches and you will have a total of 30 single crochets by this round. Now lastly, you have to just slip stitch into the first stitch and just chain 1 to start with round 6. So for round 6, you have to simply make single crochets around. That means you are going to have 30 single crochets for your round 6. And lastly you are going to make your slip stitch and then chain 1. So like this you are going to make up to 9 rounds. So just copy your round 6 until you reach your round 9. And for round 10 we are simply going to make 3 single crochets into the first 3 stitches. Then we are going to make 1 decrease. So this is how you make your decrease. Just watch it carefully. like this. And again you are going to make 3 single crochets and then again 1 decrease. So you will follow this pattern 6 times. And by the end of round 10 you are going to have 24 single crochets. So lastly again we are going to make a slip stitch and then chain 1. For round 11 we are going to make 2 single crochets into the first 2 stitches and then we are going to make decrease into the third stitch. So follow this pattern 6 times. So by the end of this round, that means your 11th round, you are going to have 18 single crochets. So just complete it and lastly make your slip stitch into the first stitch and then chain 1 to start with round 12. So for this round you are simply going to make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, then you are going to make decrease into the next stitches like this, and again 1 single crochet into the next stitch, then again decrease. So you are going to follow this 6 times and you are going to have a total of 12 single crochets by the end of this round. So lastly again you are going to make a slip stitch and then just chain 1 and you can add your stuffing over here. So this is how it looks. So for round 13 you can see that front loop, the one that is facing towards you. You have to just take that loop and you have to make single crochet and you have to leave the back side just like this, and into the next stitch you are going to make increase. So just make 2 single crochet into the same stitch, and please note that you are just working on the front loops only for this round. So you are going to follow this pattern 6 times of making 1 single crochet and then increase. So by the end of this round you are going to have 18 single crochets. This is how it looks. So for the last step we are just going to make our slip stitch into the first stitch, which is this one, and just chain 1 to start with round 14. So this is how it looks so far. For round 14 we are going to make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, then again 1 single crochet into the next stitch, then we are going to make increase into the next stitch, into the third stitch. So like this you are going to follow this pattern 6 times. So by the end of this round you are going to have 24 single crochets. So once you have it, just simply make your slip stitch into the first stitch and just chain 1 to start with round 15. For round 15 we are simply going to make 1 single crochet in all of the stitches. So by the end of this round you are simply going to have 24 single crochets. And after you have completed it, simply just slip stitch and chain 1 to start with round 16. So round 16 and 17 will be the exact same of round 15. So you are just simply going to make 24 single crochets. And when you are on your round 18, you have to simply switch color to blue like this. And now we are going to make our chain 1 and then make 1 single crochet into the same stitch, then again 1 single crochet into the next stitch. Then we'll make decrease. So just make your decrease. And this will be the pattern that you are going to follow 6 times. So just make 2 normal single crochet into the 2 stitches and then you will make decrease. So by the end of this round you are going to have 18 single crochets. I'm just cutting my red yarn because there is no use of it now, and just continue the process. So once you are done, you are simply going to make your slip stitch into the first stitch and then chain 1. And for round 19, we are simply going to make 1 single crochet into the first stitch, then we'll make decrease into the next stitch. So this will be the pattern that you are going to follow 6 times. So by the end of this round we are going to have 12 single crochets. So lastly again you are just going to make your slip stitch and then chain 1. So you can just stuff in your cotton over here. So after you have done, now for round 20 we are going to make, we are simply going to make decreases this time. So just make 6 decreases, and by the end of this round you are going to have 6 single crochets. Take your time and just make your decreases, and lastly just make your slip stitch and then just cut the yarn and just pull it out like this. Now we are going to use our needle to close it. Now just go in like this to fix it. We're simply going to close this gap that you see. Now just make a knot to secure and just come out from another place like this. And just cut the excess part. Now our head and body is complete. So this is how it looks. Now we are going to work the arms. So for that we are going to make our magic ring using our red color, and we are going to make our chain 1 and we'll make a total of 6 single crochets into this magic ring. So once you are done, just pull the string tight and just make your slip stitch into the first stitch and then chain 1 to start with round 2. For round 2, you are simply going to make 1 single crochet in all of the stitches. So by the end of round 2 as well, you are going to have 6 single crochets. So just flip it like this and just make your slip stitch into the first stitch. Just do it like now we are going to work to our third round. So you are just going to copy your second round until you reach to your round 5. So by the end of each round, you are simply going to make your slip stitch and then chain 1 to start with new round. So just do this until you reach to your round 5. And once you are done, it should look like this. And for round 6, we are simply going to switch to blue like this, and we are going to make 1 single crochet and we are going to make 6 single crochets around. Simply going to cut the red yarn because there is no use of it now, and just go in round and round to make your 6 single crochets. And just make your slip stitch into the first stitch and just chain 1 to start with round 7. So round 7 will be the exact same of round 6. So just complete it. So I'm just going to show you the rounds that I made. So there will be 5 rounds of red and 2 rounds of blue. Now just after you are done with round 7, just simply slip stitch and chain 1 and then cut a length of yarn because we will be needing it for the sewing purpose, and just pull it out like this. In this space, we are going to fill cotton. It's completely optional. If you want, you can just fill the cotton. If you don't want, it's completely fine. So this is how it looks. So we are going to make 2 pieces like this, and now I am going to show you the legs part. So for the leg, again we are going to take our red yarn and we are going to make a magic ring and then chain 1, and we are going to make a total of 8 single crochets this time. So after you are done, just simply pull the smallest string and just make your slip stitch into the first stitch and chain 1. And for round 2, just simply make 2 single crochets into the first 2 stitches. Then we'll make a decrease. So you will be following this step 2 times. And you will be left with 6 single crochets. So this is how it looks, and just make your slip stitch to close this round and chain 1 to start with round 3. So for round 3 and 4 you are simply going to make one single crochet in all of the stitches. That means by the end you are going to have 6 single crochets. For round 5, just simply switch color to blue like this and just make your 6 single crochets around. So we are going to make a total of 3 rounds with blue color. So that means just make 6 single crochets around and just make your slip stitch and then chain 1 for 3 rounds. So we have 4 rounds of red and we'll have 3 rounds of blue for the legs. So this is our last round. So lastly just make your slip stitch and chain 1 and keep a length of yarn and just pull it out like this. So just cut this red yarn and just insert your cotton over here if you want. So you will make a total of 2 pieces like this. Pieces of arms and 2 pieces of legs like this. Now we are going to work for the eyes. So for that you are going to take your white yarn and make your magic ring, then chain 1 and make 3 single crochets into this magic ring. Now just pull the string tightly and chain 2 and now just turn it like this, and into this stitch right here we are going to make 2 double crochets. So this is 1 and 1 more over there. So this is 2 double crochets. So just make 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. That means, so by the end of this round you are simply going to have 6 double crochets for this round. Now to close you have to simply make your chain 1 and just cut your yarn and just pull it out like this. So like this you are going to make 2 pieces. Now again for the outer part of the eyes we are going to take our black yarn and just simply make the magic ring and chain 1 And into this magic ring you are going to make a total of 4 single crochets. Now just pull this string tightly and just chain 2 and just turn it like this, and into this space right here you are going to make 2 double crochets in each of the stitches. That means in 4 single crochets you are going to make 2 double crochet increase. So by the end of this round you are going to have 8 double crochets. So lastly just chain 1 and cut the yarn and just pull it out like this. So again you are going to make 2 pieces like this. So this is the inner part and this is the outer part of the eye. Now you are going to sew it like this. I'm just quickly going to show you the process. So after you have attached all of it, it should look like this. I'm just showing you. I have attached in these 2 areas. So now we are going to make the strings. So for that, just take your white yarn and just simply make chains. I have made a total of 70 chains, which is this long. Now just cut and just pull the yarn. So this is how it looks. And now we are going to tie it with the red yarn. So just cut a little bit of length of red yarn and just make a knot like this. Make a knot like this and just pull out your white yarns like this just make it tight enough, and you have to tie it very tight with each of the strings so that it's very secure. And after you are done securing, just simply keep this yarn and just cut these smaller ones, and to this part we are going to sew it over this place, which is exactly between our round 14 and 15. So like this. So like this you have to attach it. So after you are done securing, just go in circles, like you have to get to the first leg like this and just sew it. Then you have to take your second leg and just go into the first or the second row and just sew it on the same place. Secure everything, and then towards the hands, and just go towards the hands now. Now we are left with one arm, so we are going to fix it in the same place again. So just go in circles and secure all of the legs and arms together. And once you are done securing, just simply make your knot. And just come out from the back side. And now we'll cut the extra yarn. And this is done. Now we'll attach the eyes. So for that, just trim out these extra yarns. From all of the eye parts. And just paste these smaller strings towards the back side. Like this. Now we'll take our black part and we'll attach it like this. So just paste it, and then you will paste your white eyes over the black part exactly in the same way. And this is how it will look finally. You can just hang it anywhere you like. It looks really beautiful. This can be one of the best gifts to give to your guy best friends.